I was extremely excited about this weekend, especially regarding the release of the Vidya Balan starrer Shakuntala Devi, directed by Anu Menon. The film, which is based on the mathematical wonder, the genius Shakuntala Devi, known as the human computer, had generated its skeptics due to its caricaturish and animated trailer. I still went in with my hopes high to watch the film, which has been co-created in consultation with Shakuntala Devi's daughter Anupama Banerjee, assuming that this will be a more personal, detailed, and in-depth look at the brilliance of the legendary figure. A Guinness World Record holder, a pioneer regarding the gay movement, an international celebrity revered as a miracle in the pragmatic industry, the film aims to mainly focus on the dichotomy faced by the protagonist between professional brilliance and the personal stability, a struggle many scholars and excellent minds have always had to deal with. Here's me telling you the good and bad aspects in no particular order so that you guys can ultimately decide whether the movie is worth it or not. Manage your expectations. You have to realize that whatever your notion that the movie is going to be about has to be chucked out of the window, and you have to surrender to the vision of the creators and the route that they have taken firstly. The film has been made in consultation with Shakuntala Devi's daughter Anupama Banerjee, and as I say this, you can already guess. The movie is not a celebration of Shakuntala Devi, the mathematical genius. It focuses on highlighting her torrid and oscillating personal life, quite contrary to how people perceive her in the public. Something honestly that majority of the viewers didn't sign up for. This, more than a film choice, I believe is a misleading marketing move, as most of the viewers will tune in to tap into the mind of the mathematical genius and the international praise and respect she gained in a deeply patriarchal society, but transitions to become a family drama, taking a deep dive into Shakuntala Devi's personal life. The mathematical genius, the prizes, the multiple books written, the fascinating take on gay people all take a fleeting backseat, and her flawed human characteristics take center stage. My only point is through this example. Gandhi, starring Ben Kingsley, focused on the role of Mahatma Gandhi in the freedom struggle. Gandhi, My Father, focused on the torrid relationship of the figure with his son Harilal Gandhi. In both cases, we knew what we were signing up for. Where Shakuntala Devi is commendable as a biopic for not presenting a whitewashed version of an individual and actually showcases a gifted person to have blemishes, it definitely steers away from what most people tuned in for. A realistic story of the fascinating life of Shakuntala Devi, the mathematician, not the mother. Performances. The film is presented at a particular commercial Bollywood movie pitch, and despite the extremely expressive, excited, and angsty requirements to the situations, it's very easy to sway towards the side of being overbearing and irritating. Thankfully, due to the capable cast that is involved in the project, each character is convincing in the world created by Anu Menon and Nayanika Mohtani. Vidya Balan, especially in the moments of conflict and despair, shines in this film, where her character definitely embodies the essence in a nutshell. If the character from Tumhari Solu became a mathematician, how she would be, it is in the moments of resistance or opposition provided where she shines. She embodies everything other than what the social structure wanted women to be like. She is free-spirited, independent, intelligent, and not ordinary. All the other aspects which cater to the commercial audience, which includes dance numbers and wide-eyed exuberance, was unnecessary for me. The main argument of the creators is that Shakuntala Devi was an eccentric individual, and therefore that is the reason for this colorful portrayal. But even when you see biopics of eccentric and influential women of history, Audrey Tautou in Coco Before Chanel and Meryl Streep in Julie and Julia, both films that I would highly recommend you watch, the character portrayals never venture into people-pleasing theatrics, despite their exuberant personalities, an effective feature especially for a movie based on a real person. The supporting cast lends tremendously to the effectiveness of the story. Sania Malhotra is brilliant as the daughter Anupama Banerjee, and the internal struggle to be as far from the traits her mother embodies is conveyed spectacularly. Amit Saad and Jishu Sen Gupta as Ajay and Paritosh respectively are, I would believe, the ideal men that the women of today would want in their life. Empathetic, liberating, and extremely sensitive. Both the actors are spectacular additions to this film. Amit Saad and Sania Malhotra share some brilliant chemistry, and Jishu Sen Gupta provides the restraint and calm aura that is required for his character. caricaturish. I definitely feel that the treatment of the movie in multiple parts was extremely dramatic and caricaturish. It's bright, colorful, and chirpy, but also in many ways farcical. The way for Hollywood their perception of brown people is Apu from The Simpsons and Raj from Big Bang Theory. The film also presents Britishers as these wide-eyed, full of themselves snobs. I feel like Indian audiences, especially in 2020, deserve a realistic treatment rather than this flowery, over-the-top version of what the world, especially the UK and Europe, was like in the 50s to the 80s. Lessons through moments. In all my criticism, I cannot deny that there are several moments in the film that stand out and are deeply impactful. And this is mainly due to the dialogues written by Ishita Moitra. A character fittingly tells a new to London Shakuntala, a girl who can speak her mind, laugh freely. What more can a man fear? A clear picture of the sexist society that existed, thrived, and were cautious of such behavior. A movie that clearly shows the notoriety and respect Shakuntala Devi garnered in international forums, with exhibitions and shows, but was barely celebrated in her own country. It is a reminder to many of the personal ramifications that exist in the pursuit of professional excellence. A reminder that success does not necessarily translate into a happy life. It taps into the dilemma most women face, even today, the constant tug of war between individual eminence and the need and want of a family side by side. Shakuntala as a character didn't want to embody any of the heartless characteristics of her parents, and in the pursuit of wanting to become nothing like them, she unknowingly became a version of what she detested, projecting her own needs and wants on her child, craving for a mirror reflection to ape her accomplishments. There are many lessons that mothers and daughters will connect and empathize with, as again, the movie sparingly focuses on the mind of the mathematician and is more on the oscillating relationships of her personal life. I want to conclude by saying that I genuinely was curious about Shakuntala Devi's brilliance in the field of mathematics. What we were introduced to through this film was the person, not the scholar, especially through the eyes of her daughter. In many ways, she is portrayed as manipulative, a fraud in the case of the influence of her books, and an overbearing mother who can't stop projecting and can never let go of her daughter to love and live freely. Where all of these provide a human portrayal to a revered legend, it made me feel like I was in a drawing room discussion with a family and too much personal information was being spilled out, which I didn't sign up for. Her exhibition shows, her performances, her Guinness World Record, her mathematical puzzles and books, her dealing with the complexity of the gay community, her profound appearance in the 2001 documentary For Straights Only is only fleetingly brushed upon or not brushed upon at all. I have to mention in this review 3 examples. 1 of a Hollywood film, 2nd a commercial Bollywood film, and 3rd a parallel cinema Hindi film that are far superior in celebrating the works of great minds. The Man Who Knew Infinity, an inspiring film on mathematician S. Ramanujan, focuses mainly on his revolutionary work in the University of Cambridge, while the correspondence with his wife and his deteriorating health are subplots. The commercial Bollywood film Super 30 on Anand Kumar, despite its Bollywood commercial movie treatment, focused primarily on the selfless and inspiring journey of Anand and underprivileged children, all aspirants of the prestigious institution IIT. The romance and political corruption in the education industry were the subplots. Ek Doctor Ki Maut, based on Dr. Subhash Mukhopadhyay, focuses mainly on the bureaucracy and the negligence towards scientific breakthroughs, while Seema, played by Shabana Azmi, stands beside him like a steady rock through the turbulent time. It never took over the main story. I refuse to believe that a biopic has to be designed in a particular commercial fashion to be palatable for the Indian audience. Where I respect what Anupama Banerjee, Shakuntala Devi's daughter, wanted to convey through this film, I feel it does not do justice to the mind and works of the brilliant scholar, mathematician, and trailblazer Shakuntala Devi. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.